Bloody combats everywhere. Battles raging in 10 places at once. This is grand.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Manic Monday. Here we are on another Monday. I'm Alex Rockwell.
I'm Kurt Huge, and we thank you for joining us on the street of SummerPlex 23.
This card shaping up to be a big one. In the first match tonight, we are scheduled to have Finn Balor versus Booker T. Booker T trying to get some revenge for Finn Balor turning.
There's some real bad blood between them, and I mean bad as in evil. Finn Balor has gone over to the dark side. Honestly, from this guy's point of view, it was only demon.
Joining up with Kane and Trog, and then later on reaching out, looked like to Jake the Snake, trying to make some sort of unholy demonic circle somehow.
The terrible triumvirate of terror did indeed try to reach out to the Snake.
No, what is this? Oh, what? We got Jake coming out here.
A stunned crowd here.
What's happening here?
You have armories.
Obviously indicating to the back that someone is he's scheduled to face Finn Balor. What's happening?
You know, I think part of the problem is that they haven't even turned house lights on, so Booker T's
got to get those. Yeah, you got to get those lights on.
You're talking to me, I can't see this guy.
What's happening here, man?
Did we forget to pay the power?
Something's got to happen. Something's got to happen, man.
My cat.
Well, oh no! I believe that is the Demon Balor.
Oh, for a second I thought I remember a Slipknot had wandered in here.
Woo, man! So I guess we have a match now. This is the Demon Balor versus Booker T.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm not rooting for anyone in particular, but it's nice to see the Demon Balor just kind of show up and wrestle. Normally he's got to go through a whole rigmarole with makeup and everything.
No, I have been given word of my earpiece that there's going to be two matches come this SummerPlex. One is going to be a tag team affair, no DQ, no holds barred, extreme style match, where a team of Booker T's choosing will be going against a team of Trog's choosing.
Well, that is incredibly exciting. If that doesn't make you want to tune into the pay-per-view coming up this Sunday, I don't know what will. It must be really nice to be able to get that kind of inside information from something as
simple as an earpiece.
Simple as an earpiece.
Can you believe that? Technology like this, it's not even that expensive.
I can believe, because I've seen it, and yet, you know, here I am.
It was like $45. It's like really affordable.
I feel like somebody gave my soul a bootlace irate.
Oh, Booker T going to the top, changing his mind at the last minute. Now, circling back behind Balor, you know, he does not seem to be intimidated by this face paint. Are we going to talk about the controversial nature of Balor's face paint, or are we just going to let that?
My question is that supposed to be, you know, Mordor on?
It is the Eye of Sauron on his back, I believe, yes.
That's got to be violating all the
time. I was totally in sync with you on that one, yeah. Throwing Booker T into the ropes, going with the drop over. Totally ineffective move, now thrown into the corner. Booker choking him with his boot. He's showing him the boot like in that last match. That's a callback to that last match, I believe.
Indeed. And the boot's got to make Finn Balor feel like he hasn't been thrown into the fires of Khazad Dûm, much like the ring bearer and Golem tried to do at the end of the Return of the King. Oh, and that wasn't even a slow count. That was a no count.
Now we are just a week away. Next up is going to be SummerPlex. You got to keep track on the social media of the matches as they are announced.
If I had a computer, I would also be keeping track, but I have been denied access to that. So if anybody out there can kind of, you know, keep tabs
you in on that,
slip me some notes or something. Yeah.
One match that has been signed, though, that we know for certain is Roddy Piper versus Terry Funk, again, for the Intergalactic Professional Wrestling Federation title.
Everything is on the line. Piper has reclaimed his #1 contender status despite being battered and bruised by the Bruiser himself, Bruiser Brody. And I have just set the record for the most utterings of the word Bruiser in one sentence.
That's right. Well, you know,
thank you.
I was talking to Roddy Piper a little bit before this, and he said, you know, the time has come. It's been a long time since I've rocked and rolled, and you know, he took Bruiser Brody to task, and the next thing you know, he was buying himself a stairway to heaven. You know.
He got quite a Misty Mountain pop from this crowd when he won that match last week. So we'll see if his momentum continues. But meanwhile, once again, I don't know. We must have the most comfortable floor mats in the wrestling business because people just want to be outside of the ring. They want to be. Maybe they want to be by the people. You know, the 19th man. That's what we call the crowd here.
The 19th man and the mats are the 20th man. Look at this little girl in the corner here, just absolutely shouting down Booker T.
She wants blood.
She is absolutely pissed. Her mom next to her, just screaming next to her.
Now I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but that just may be Charlene Durkins in the flesh. She might have journeyed here to try to get her illegal free autograph, but we'll see what happens.
Thanks for the drawing, darling, and we do hope that you eventually do purchase a ticket so we can say hello to you sometime. It's just a shame that you let money come in between us. Get your hands, put them in the pocket back. Look at this, Booker T taking it to Finn Balor. This demon persona is not serving Finn Balor tonight.
It is not. I mean, he I think part of the problem is that the makeup is just caked in his eye. Look at him. He's rubbing his eyes right now. He can't see shit from Shinola. Booker's like, come in the ring. He's like, I wish I could. I don't even know where it is.
They're doing some sort of dance as they decide whether or not they want to go in the ring, go out of the ring. Finn Balor now stalking outside the ring. Now, of course, here comes Booker T back outside the ring, and Finn Balor throws him back out inside the ring. So what the fuck is even happening here?
You know, I think
this is not solving a goddamn thing. Now we're going back outside the ring. What the fuck is happening, Kurt?
Yeah. I think what maybe happened is they saw those metal stairs and got confused and thought this was the Lumber House Jack's Stampede match or whatever that shit is called.
Now what?
And know, they're waiting for some. They're like, "Where's the briefcase?"
Look at this.
I don't know.
Who did what move to whom, and why are they both getting up
slowly? I think both men have agreed it's nap time, and it's time to just hit the reset button and do a page one rewrite on this match.
And they both decide to go back in calmly and with reservation. Booker T thrown into the corner. This match, you don't want to say that it's dull, but it is polite.
Well, it is polite, and then it's also confusing because it just occurred to me that Jake the Snake was out here. Where the heck is he? What did that have to do with anything?
I believe
he wasn't mic'd up.
He is the leader of this demonic circle, and another rope
once
break.
Again,
yeah,
our old pal Ropey, the MVP of the IGPWF.
It's the tag team partner that you sorely need, and the right amount of time. Going for another axe kick here. I can't imagine that Finn Balor is going to be able to survive two of these and be able to walk away with a win. Booker trying to position him in just the right way to make sure that rope break does not occur again.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the move of a crafty
far
veteran.
Enough away.
The problem is it took about a half hour to get all that set up, but it still didn't matter.
He did it, yeah. Oh, and look at that. Balor still grabbed for the ropes.
He's reaching for the rope.
Instinctual.
He's rubbing his eye. I really do think he needs to go.
Let's go back to the replay here. Here's the axe kick.
You know what Balor needs? He needs like in high school chemistry class where they had that eye wash station.
Yeah.
And I think we need to get him set up with one of those backstage.
Frankly, if you have a wrestler with face paint on like that, it's probably best that he not win the match. And that is, you take that to the bank. Congratulations to Booker T going in to SummerPlex. Big win. Going to go into his match against Team Trog.
He has got his work cut out for him, but he's feeling it. He's doing some break dancing.
Some flipperoonie.
He's doing some flipperoonie. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if you've got 3 demons on your team. I would not want to face this guy right now.
Oh, no. We haven't seen the missing link in a few weeks, Kurt. I'm pretty excited to see him in action against Mr. Oneederful, as you like to put it.
Hailing from parts unknown, but you're right. First up, the Oneederful One himself, who we saw last week in some sort of weird kind of lascivious psychosexual stare down with Kurt Angle.
It was like they were flirting, but not sexual. It was like they were putting on costumes and cosplaying as people who were flirting.
Right. It was like the way stray dogs might like flirt and fight out back of a bus station. You know, what do they really want? Well, I don't know that I want to know the answer to the question.
And then next thing you know, like one of them like gets the. Do you remember when you used to put the coin in to make the TV work? A coin-operated TV.
Wow, that's what I still have.
Oh, that's terrible.
Is that not like a normal?
Is that why
TV?
You're always asking for rolls of quarters?
That's a reason.
All right.
I mean,
So big shout out to Mr. Wonderful here. He's got a big match coming up at SummerPlex against Kurt Angle. Submission match, Kurt.
And he is strutting and jutting and butting all over this ring. That is a handsome robe.
Bebopping
and you're right.
and scatting all over the place. You know, I do want to point out again, I'm always confused, these wrestlers, while I do want to commend their fighting spirit, taking matches leading up to their big pay-per-view matches, is it to tune up? What's going on? What's
I
in
don't
their
know
head?
the strategy. I come from a time and a place where you would fight the smallest, scrawniest person you could as a way to tune up. Because, let's be honest, you need everything you can have in the tank for the pay-per-view match. But Oneederful here has taken on a fearsome competitor. Possibly hasn't won a match since he's been in the IDPWF, but it doesn't mean he doesn't give the crowd their money's worth.
Yeah, the missing link, his biggest win that I can remember off the top of my head, and I believe I'm right, is Harley Race put out the open challenge.
That is right.
And Missing Link came out and pretty much just decimated him straight away.
Right, we haven't seen King Harley since. I don't think so.
Hold on. I'm getting in my earpiece.
Must be nice.
Harley Race is in a match later tonight. There's going to be a multi-person match of which the winner will then get a showcase match at SummerPlex. Can you believe that, Kurt?
Well, I can't believe it because I can't understand it, but we're going to see it happen. But first, we're going to look at the pecs of the Missing Link. I mean, those things could, I don't know what.
They look a bit, I think you could maybe, he could be like a wet nurse with those pecs, is what we're saying. Let's get this match started. Look at that.
Oneederful wasting no time. He's like, oh, crap, I forgot I have a big match next week.
I believe
Let's
he went
get through this as quick as possible.
It was a flying crossed guillotine, I believe is what that was again.
I would have turned it a short arm lariat, but I will defer to you in this case.
Oh, so I am getting word in my earpiece. The
son of a bitch.
The match later is going to be Bruiser Brody versus Eddie Kingston versus Harley Race versus LA Park. Winner goes on to a special showcase match at SummerPlex.
Well, I'll tell you what. No matter who loses that match, the fans win because that is just going to be an absolute barn slobber burn knocker.
It is going to be an elimination style match too. It is not the first fall to a finish. You will have to win. I mean, there will have to be 3 separate pinfalls in order for that match to be over.
Special lucha rules.
Mm-hmm. The lucha. What was the name of the little fella that you showed me earlier?
Alusha.
Yeah, it was an Alusha match.
Alusha match.
Alush.
Some say he's an Ewok. I'm not convinced. But if you tune into our social media channels from the previous week, we have some thoughts about what Alusha might actually be. Meanwhile,
Paul Orndorff taking Missing Link to school, showing him the missing link between him and the motherfucking mat, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Once again, hello, ringside, my old friend.
Yeah, from what I understand, the WWE referees that we are using, because our refs, of course, lost in line at the Pinkberry down in Manhattan, haven't been seen since they've been trying to decide on the toppings, I think.
I mean, we wish them the best. We wish their families the best. They're not here. That's all we know.
And we're back, everybody. Continuing on with the action between Orndorff and Missing Link.
I hope you enjoyed your break as much as I did. I got caught up on some correspondence, called my grandma, looked through some old TV guides.
I did a bunch of lewds so I could make it to the end of this match.
Oh, nice. I probably should have done that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I like to do the uppers with the lewds. Get myself a little push-pull going. Missing Link totally whipped on that clothesline. And then totally botched a back body drop. He is not showing main event caliber level talent here.
He's not, but he makes up for it with a well-executed football kick.
I will. No, touche. Going for the pin here.
This would be a stunning turn.
Yeah, come
man.
on. Listen,
I made a whole cup of ginger tea while he was making that.
Why don't we just get down to the fucking breath? Oh, missed the big headbutt. Oh, and Orndorff just kicks him in the head.
I gotta say, I can't even fault Missing Link. Sometimes you get up there and they showboat. And they take their eye off the prize. He got up and went at him.
Yeah, Orndorff is sick of it.
Not having it.
Like, fuck your fucking face paint and your hair. I hate you.
Draw some kind of recognizable geometric shape on your face, or don't draw anything on it at all.
Missing Link going for the choke. Now Orndorff
Just
on a
stay
big
down.
rally.
Oh.
Oh, look at this. Big sweep of the legs. Go for it, Johnny.
Nicely executed.
Sweep of the leg, Johnny. You know what I'm saying.
Now, speaking of the TV guide I was thumbing through, did you know that there was a 2-season War of the World show on?
Hold on
in,
1 second. I am aware of
1989?
that. Yeah. Oh, big pile driver. I think this is going to be over
Oh.
for the missing
I
link
mean, I
here.
think what I was talking about was way more important than this. But you're right. Here
It is
comes
the finish of
count.
the match, Kurt. Oh, big win for Paul Orndorff.
Mr. Oneederful.
And look at this.
Oh, no!
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle
Oh, he's
refuses
beating
to
up
shame.
everybody.
He doesn't. He's pissed at everyone.
Oh, the ref is desperately trying to, ringing the bell. That'll help. Oh, and now Kurt's leaving.
That is my favorite part also, where Kurt Angle is like, what?
He's just pissed. Man.
Oh,
Laying
man.
out Missing Link and Orndorff.
If he is not careful, he is going to form an alliance between Orndorff and the Link.
That probably won't happen, mostly because that's not canon.
Okay. Forget I said it.
Jake the Snake looking to get revenge after losing that 2-on-1 match.
Well, nobody's hotter right now than Hopper. Oh! I'll tell you what.
That's true. Nobody's hotter than Oh!
Nobody's more brain damaged than Hopper. Jake the Snake has had enough. He's seen enough. He's heard enough. He's thought enough.
Jake is pissed.
now- If I could just play devil's advocate for one moment, you can't shove a man's head into a steel staircase and then just immediately tell him to get up. I mean, you
it's
gotta
not
give
fair.
Him
Yeah, it's not fair.
you gotta
Man,
give him a little grace period.
he is not. I have to imagine he's probably smarting a little bit from losing that 2-on-1 match with Eddie Guerrero versus TL Hopper.
Well, he complained before, during, and after that it was not fair, and I can't say I disagree with him, but at the same token,
Oof! Look at that, tossing around. Now I'm gonna have to say that TL and a lot of the other enhancement guys, they've really been trying to show us something, and this is going to make a big difference. I understand that the commissioner is going to pick one of the enhancement talent to join Team Booker T in the match come this SummerPlex.
Now that is an exciting development, and it certainly makes a lot of sense given that SummerPlex is being held in smoggy, warm, and humid Dubrovnik. Had another rope break.
You know what they say is cults are just numerous amounts of friends that you haven't had sex with yet.
I have heard that. I saw it on a bumper sticker the other day, as a matter of fact.
Now, Jake the Snake, really, I think he's showing that, when it comes to a one-on-one scenario, TL Hopper just doesn't have what it takes
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, it doesn't have what it takes to compete with him.
Jake's tall, he's strong, he's angry, he's fast.
He's obviously tanning a little bit more than TL Hopper is.
TL Hopper has not seen the sun since the first term in the Reagan administration. You get what I'm saying, damn it.
Yeah, 80s reference, and
it's
he's
like 40
really
years.
pale.
He's
Look at
very
this.
pale.
Jake going to the top rope. We don't see this very often. What do you think he's got in mind? Oh, big punch right
Oh.
into the face. I think he might have busted open TL Hopper.
Was that an axe bomb?
That's no, that is not an axe bomb. But if you are interested in axe bomb material, you should go to thanksforthebumps.com and check out the I Am Axe Bomber sticker and/or T-shirt and/or apron.
It makes a great stocking stuffer. It makes a great gift to give to someone as they're on their way.
That's
to
what.
SummerPlex 23. Oh,
And there is the stocking stuffer. That's what TL Hopper calls that. Is this over?
Oh.
No, I can't imagine. Yeah, this is probably the biggest and greatest showing that TL Hopper has had since joining the IGPWF.
It's funny talking to him backstage. He felt that if he could get him to a 2 count,
Now, this
that
is
would
what
be
he-
a victory in and of itself.
This is what he ended the match with last time. Could he end the match again? He's got to position him, and he's trying to avoid that rope break. As we know, the
Yeah.
rope breaks are a continuous source of frustration here.
That
for
was
the
a whole lot of
wrestlers.
time wasted just to drag him out. Oh my
Holy-
gosh!
This is a.
The stunning upset.
I can't believe this. This is not helping Jake the Snake going into SummerPlex. Look on the replay here. There goes
Oh,
the stocking
the-
stuffer, the world's shortest
the-
choke slam.
The choke trip. That's what I call it. It's
We
not
got to come up with a
slam.
name for that brainbuster. And here comes the last minute adjustment. That's what they
Yeah,
call
I
it.
mean,
The
he
last
looks like he's at his grandma's house, kind of rearranging the Barca lounger.
Big congratulations to TL Hopper, the Dirty White Boy, pulling out a huge upset victory. I think he's earned his position in SummerPlex on Team
I would
Booker
agree.
T.
He's beat one of the top talents in the IGPWF right now. You go, Dirty. Please put a shirt on.
We're just going to keep basking in this as long as
Yeah,
possible.
that's the longest outro we've ever had.
All right, Mr. Huge match with title implications on the line. Here we have Eddie Kingston versus Bruiser Brody versus Harley Race versus LA Park. Winner gets a showcase match at the pay-per-view with an opponent to be named later.
I mean, I can't even begin to pick who I think is likely to come out of this. This is going to be a bloodbath to end all bloodbaths.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, this is an elimination-style match. This match is not over with the first pinfall. All the opponents have to be eliminated. It's a tough road to hoe. It's a tough road to hoe.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but Harley Race is already looking like he's seen enough.
Taking a breather. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
He was playing possum the whole time.
Because he had the look of a man and said, why did I smoke that whole carton of cigarettes this weekend?
That's what a wily veteran brings to the party. Bruiser Brody now just taking it to the wily veteran. Throwing big headbutt to Harley Race. LA Park not taking that lion down. Immediately goes with a clothesline of his own on Bruiser. Now taking out Eddie Kingston. Man, this is the action is almost too fast to call. Listen, let's talk more about the SummerPlex card, Kurt. What are you most excited about?
You know what I'm most excited about is the title shot. You know that Terry Funk has got a vice grip on that thing, and it's hard to see anyone prying it loose. But if anybody can do it, it would be the new #1 contender coming out of last week's episode.
And Piper's been there before. Let's not forget.
He was the inaugural title holder.
Yeah, he united. For those of you who don't remember, he united the NWA national title with the NWA World Heavyweight title, and when those titles combined, they created the IGPWF title.
It was like a transformer of titles.
Yeah.
Except then they can't disassemble.
And then the commissioner started plucking different wrestlers from timelines all across the known universe and time and space, and that's where we are now. It catches you up, and we hope you purchase SummerPlex.
Now, I got to say, the other thing I want to know about as we're on the pathway to the Plex.
The Plex.
You know, there's a controversial rule change that's been proposed. That people like Harley Race should not be allowed to have such gloriously flowing mutton chops because you can hide any number of foreign objects in there. Razor blades, firearms, stilettos.
And also, from what I understand, when someone has an opponent in a headlock and the chops rub up against the meat of the tricep area, that can cause an undue amount of irritation and itchiness.
Yeah, you either don't like it or you like it too much. Either way, you are at a disadvantage. So we'll see. It's not common for rule changes to happen this close to such a major event, but you know, there's a lot of political pressure building. Congress is threatening to have hearings about it, so we got to get out ahead of it.
I think the #1 concern that I have is not even so much for the facial irritation or the tricep irritation. I'm concerned about let's just get it out in the open, Kurt. You ready? Mutton crabs.
Mutton, yeah.
I'm worried about mutton crabs. No one should have to be concerned about that. Check your partner. Check your partner before you rub crabs. Or I'm sorry, before you rub chops.
Yeah, don't tell me how to rub crabs.
Ooh, look at this Bruiser Brody busting the crab out of LA Park. Oh, and Harley Race comes shooting across the, for an old man, he can really fucking move.
He really can. Again, is it because of the chops? We don't know.
Look at this dissecting Bruiser Brody's arm.
Yeah, he is. He is in a whole lot of pain.
Look at this.
Right
He's
now.
taking all 3 of them out. I'm impressed here. Harley Race showing why he belongs in this match. Oh, he now stomping the shit. And Eddie Kingston going for him, throwing him in. Oh, this is some good action here. Now, there has been rumors of an alliance between Bruiser Brody and Eddie Kingston. They were going into this match as friends. They, as you know from a few weeks back, showed us some mutual respect to each other after a match.
Yeah, and they have been known to share rides to and from the local Cracker Barrel. And look at this.
That's showing a ride to the Cracker Barrel, I'll tell you right there.
Fair play, my friend.
We call
Eddie
this the
Kingston's had
chicken
nothing.
fried steak.
Chicken fried betrayal.
Look at LA Park showing that he has no weapons on him. I don't know why. This is weapons are perfectly legal in this match.
Yeah, it's whenever there's a guy saying I don't have any weapons, to me that I almost immediately think that he does have weapons.
Especially when weapons are legal. At that point, you're kind of just saying, like, I don't have a gun, is like kind of what you're saying, which just leads me to believe that you might have a gun.
You have a gun.
Yeah.
Like, now
Harley Race.
Harley Race
yeah.
trying to get some. He needs like a protractor or something. He can't get it lined up.
Well, he's showing that. He just got knocked out by the stairs.
That one.
Ooh, look at this. Showing some Bruce Lee-like movements. Able to do a cartwheel or what is that? A somersault? Somersault.
Now, we can also see that there are, of course, the basketball court is underneath all this. We would like to remind everyone in the ring that they've got to wrap this up within a half hour because there is a youth basketball
jamboree, I believe.
Jamboree that is scheduled to start later tonight. So, we've got to. The action is exciting, but we also got to keep it moving contractually.
And for those of you wondering, a jamboree is like one part basketball skills, one part intramurals. And to answer your question, I know that's on everyone's mind. Can you bet on it? Yes, you can.
Yes, it's sports. That's how things are in America now. If you can't bet on it, it's not sports.
That's by definition, I believe, what makes a sporting event. Download gambitdc.com and do your betting today. You cannot bet on, at this moment, IGPWF sanctioned matches. I don't know if you know that, Kurt. Learn that the hard way.
Oh, well, then I need to call my accountant because I have not gotten that memo.
I thought most of your money was tied up in crypto.
It is, but what little liquid I had, I bet it all
on LA Park getting the snot beaten out of him here. Look at this. Harley Race showing that he can still mesh with the
the bet that I made was that LA Park would pull his hood down.
Is he just straight up sleeping on that ladder right now?
He really does look like he's having a little
a big old snooze
there.
Right there. Yeah, no big deal.
It's a pretty good strategy. Everyone's distracted, beating the crap out of each other. Meanwhile, he's replenishing. Now he's done. Yeah. And Brody doing some kind of interpretive dance on the outside. That is just infuriated LA Park. And Harley Race, God darn it, is had enough, and he is gonna show Eddie Kingston what's up. Now he's gonna perhaps take a snoot. Nope, elbow to the breadbasket. They're really just hanging out in that one quadrant. They are, and this is not the first match where somebody has set up a ladder like this and then done nothing with it.
Whatsoever.
I mean, I guess I can give him props for building dramatic tension, but if there's not a payoff,
Eddie
Kingston
with the back fish of the future. This could be it for Harley Race.
That
is it. Thanks for playing,
shop
Harley.
Man is no more.
It was a good showing, though. I think Harley did a lot better than most people would have. And now Brody, confused about which direction he wants to be going.
Oh, he is. I think he might be having some kind of walking seizure right now. This does not look good.
It's not what you. I mean, I guess it is what you would expect from a man who is from the land of the ice and snow.
LA Parker has finally come back from his second nap. That was a standing nap, not nearly as involved. Oh. What is Harley Race doing out there?
I think he is still watching because you can always watch and learn, even after losing a match.
I think if he's been eliminated, he needs to go out into the crowd and buy a ticket just like anybody else.
I agree with that.
No freebies here.
I think it has something to do with the limitations of the programming of the game, and we'll just leave it at that.
What?
Eddie Kingston just absolutely destroying Bruiser Brody, now going over to LA Park. No one is ever going to use that fucking ladder. What is the goddamn point of it? I don't know. Maybe some. Oh, look!
Oh,
just as I say
turnabout
that,
is fair play.
Oh, Eddie
and
then disappeared into time and space from which it came.
Fell into a wormhole. That is not an uncommon occurrence here at the IGPWF. It is hurtling through time and space somewhere. It's somebody else's problem now.
Snatching the chair away. Now getting big bulldog. Eddie Kingston. I think he came to play. He wants that showcase match. The rumors, do you want to, I have some clues for you about who the showcase match could be up against.
All right. I'm usually pretty good at this. I'm going to go ahead and guess that it is Vern Gagne.
It is not Vern Gagne, mostly because we can't afford him. He's just too darn expensive.
Well, I mean, he's the best of the best. He's got the best hair in the business.
He's got the best hair in the business. Former Intercontinental Champion. I have been informed they are a firm. Look at this. He's just giving him a back rub of absolute joy.
I mean, it looks like it would be very refreshing and rejuvenating.
Dozing off. Eddie Kingston absolutely went to bed knowing that he was cared for and adored in the shoulder area by Bruiser Brody. Now a huge clothesline to thank him for his trouble and shouting at LA Park.
Some kind of frogman position as he shouts at him.
Yeah, or maybe it was like a horse haunch, Any kind of alliance between Bruiser Brody and Eddie Kingston, I can't say that I'm getting any whiff of that.
No. Whatever. I could respect them as competitors. Whatever friendship they have, they check it at the mat.
Harley Race still kind of in a zombie-like state in the corner.
So my clue was Intercontinental Champion. I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Tito Santana.
Oh, Mr. Tito Santana, that is a good guess. But if Tito ever does show up in the IGPWF, it will likely be as a member of Strikeforce.
One of the all-time greats.
Yeah. So definitely, maybe we'll have a callback to that at some point. But no, Tito Santana is not it. I would give you a second guess. I will give you a second clue. The second clue is can dance as good as they can sing.
Oh my God, that could be almost anyone.
That literally could be any Intercontinental Champion ever. I wouldn't blame you if you guessed Tito Santana again.
Yeah, it's making me think now it's more him than ever. Well, if I'm thinking Intercontinental Champion and a man with some crazy fit dance moves, I'm thinking of the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, of course, yeah. I could see why you would think that.
He is shake rattling and rolling his way all up and down the damn Sky Dome.
That's true. Well, let's get back to the action here.
Yeah, because there's something on my mind.
What's...
a lot of people for Halloween, they like to dress in like a skeleton outfit.
Yeah.
What do you think LA Park dresses like for Halloween?
Oh,
because he's already wearing the skeleton.
He probably just leaves the mask on and takes the rest of it off. So then he's like, "Oh, I'm half man, half skeleton."
Oh,
yeah,
Skeleman.
Skeleton.
Do you think he's got like a
skeleton dude,
a 3-piece business suit on under there?
What 3-piece business suit? I see him as more of like a what do you call it? Like a vest man. What is that? Is like a 5-piece suit? What is that? 4-piece suit? 3-piece suit?
Jeez.
Or is that what his 3-piece suit is?
That's a 3-piece suit is the vest, the jacket.
Then yes, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
We brought it back around.
LA
a 5-piece
Park
suit would be like you have like a cummerbund that you thrown in there and maybe like a...
Doing the Harley race in the corner over there.
Yep.
Just waking
taking
up.
her easy.
Oh, look at this. Not a surprise. I think these three men are definitely have a lot of unfinished business to prove, mostly in the ring right now.
Yes, they definitely have business elsewhere to prove also, but we don't have time to get into that.
Well, unfortunately, that isn't in my purview.
Yeah.
What they do at Staples and the Garden Center has nothing to do with what I announce.
Yeah. If you're trying to figure out financing to replace your picket fence, that is unfinished business, but that doesn't affect.
Oof! Look at this.
The upcoming paper. Oh.
Oh wow! This is a reversal by Eddie Kingston. I was going to say an uncharacteristic show of strength from LA Park, but he is a pretty strong guy. He does pretty well for himself.
He is a big man. He doesn't always show the power because he doesn't need to.
What's Brody doing? Is he just going to kick it? Oh, he's going for more weapons.
Now, I think Brody might have been inspired by overhearing our chatter, and he says,
now look at this.
Be a dancing Intercontinental Champion.
Holy moly. He's got the pin here. He's going to pin. Wait, what the?
Oh.
Why would Brody break up the pin on Kingston? I think there is an alliance of some kind.
Unless he wants to break the alliance and say, I'm the one who eliminates this guy.
He misses. I bet he regrets breaking up that pin now.
Maybe they made some kind of murder-suicide pin pact before the match.
It's possible. That's possible.
It might also be a question of strategy. He might think.
Look at this. Now he lets that pin go on.
He's letting it go on.
Huh. You have to imagine that alliance is going to be broken at some point.
It kind of looked like the ref gave up on the count, and then LA Park did a dramatic kick out anyway.
Well, you know my rule. Never trust a ref in a bow tie. Never. Ever.
Or in a 3-piece suit.
LA Park. It would be quite. What a coup it would be if he really. Oh, he just knocked the ever-loving shit of LA Park at him. He's over the top rope, and Harley Race still just staring into oblivion, the void that is life.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense that there might be like a collector, someone's trying to serve him a summons or something backstage. He just does not want to go back there, so he's just going to hang out here ringside and then hope he gets lost in the crowd after the match.
It's got sort of a Madame Tussauds vibe to it. Yeah. Now, Brody and LA Park taking a break to. When he came around.
LA Park genuinely surprised when Brody came wheeling around the corner there.
Oh, he calls that coming around the long side. Oh, my God. Man, so Brody and Kingston, look, they're going to come to blows. They're not going to let that alliance. It seems like it has something to do with winning the match, but they are still going to fight. They do seem to have some kind of honor towards something.
I mean, I can respect that, I guess. LA Park trying to figure out where his
got another table.
Oh
no! There's a remarkable amount of weapons being used in this match, but that aren't being used as weapons.
It's more about showing. Look at all the stuff we found.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't want to put away any of my
scavenger
toys.
hunt match. Yeah, scavenger hunt match doesn't work.
A bunkhouse scavenger stampede. triple elimination.
Now, what's Eddie doing here? Just going back and forth, trying to get some wind sprints in.
It looks like he might be doing some stress testing on the ropes just to make sure everything's up to code, which I gotta, as a fan of safety and regulations, I gotta salute him there.
I believe this is a second ladder being propped up on a seemingly non-existent barrier. Oh, no, that's a guardrail.
There is a guardrail.
Yeah, it was a little visually confusing.
Now we know it's a different ladder because the one that fell through the wormhole was cracked in half.
I don't know if I believe in the physics of that move, but we're just going to give it a pass.
Oh, I thought that might have been it for...
I don't think there's any universe in which that wouldn't have been it. I don't understand how that didn't work exactly.
When you're that dazed and confused, it's hard to keep... Oh, here's a little move I like to call the chair to the dome.
Oh, and L.A. Park setting up the chair in the corner. Looks to be getting a little more on, big Hurricane Rana into a punches.
The big man can really move.
He has like these little spurts of energy in which he really does impress me. Look at this.
Right,
Throwing Eddie Kingston around.
But then he's got to go have a honey bun and a cigarette before he kind of gets the next win.
And then Eddie now taking a roll out of the ring, taking a powder. Brody setting up L.A. Park for something big, I think, here. Big slam. Going to the top, maybe? Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, it is a communication beatdown from the middle rope by Brody.
That is his finisher. I believe this is going to wrap it up for L.A. Park.
And he says, thank you.
L.A. Park.
That's news. Thank you.
I got it. Oh, I got you. Going to California, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I do know what you're saying.
Now, Eddie Kingston taking a nap on the much sought-after nap area of this match. Now done.
He's refreshed.
It was a power nap. Now rolling into the ring. I think Brody's going to regret not going after him immediately. Whoa! Look at this, thrown right into the submission.
I think Brody was confused. He says, "I've heard of 4 sticks, but one."
Brody
ladder?
could tap out here. It's over, folks. It's over, folks.
He has tapped.
Eddie Kingston getting that much sought-after showcase match at SummerPlex. Big payday coming for Eddie Kingston. Let's look at the replay. What do we got?
If only I hadn't bought all those Bored Apes NFTs and then bet them all on Bruiser Brody winning the match, I might be a little more happy about this.
There's Eddie taking out Harley Race with the back fist.
I forgot Harley Race was in this match. That's how long it was.
He forgot as well. Here's
I'm
Brody.
looking forward to him just standing ringside for the rest of the episode.
Just pummeling him, and here's where Brody really lost it, going for that drop, missing. And then, of course, the submission by Eddie Kingston, winning the showcase match.
And he taps out almost immediately. And the ref looks like he's kind of like making a mixed drink without anything in his hand. he was like shaking, not stirred.
All right, pause it. Oh, wait, no, like that pay. Eddie Kingston with a big, huge victory, winning the showcase match.
What else is there to say? He's busted up.
Eddie Kingston, big win, huge win here, Kurt.
And there's nothing.
Whose music is that? Something's happening here.
Wait a minute.
I think the showcase match opponent's gonna. Oh my God!
It is the very man I guessed who would be his opponent. I said Honky Tonk Man. We all heard me say it.
You got to watch out. Hopefully that mutton chop rule change doesn't come through.
Yeah, because that's going to affect more than just Harley Race.
Oh, Buddy Landel versus Kurt. Buddy Landel versus Roddy Piper. Buddy Landel obviously severing his ties with the Demonic Alliance, or has he? Do you think?
Well, you know, which side is he on?
Yeah, number one contender. Number one contender, Roddy Piper, proudly brandishing the suitcase that has the contract in it. That's a good-looking suitcase. I like that color blue.
It's a nice suitcase. It's a nice shirt. You know, he...
Available at thanksforthebumps.com.
Yeah, so if you want to be as cool as Piper, wear that. And yeah, Buddy Landel, we don't know what angle he's playing. We just know that he is majorly over with the fans. So perhaps he decided that striking out on his own would be the best option.
Word has it that he is a little bit hurt that he was left out of the showcase four-way match, he felt as though he deserved a shot and not necessarily the race. But that's just another matter for another day, I think.
Boo hoo.
Now coming to the ring, the most evil man, aside from Kane, from Knoxville, Tennessee, the Nature Boy.
The Nature Boy himself, buddy. Look at he's just taking it all in.
He's never
He's
had.
like,
Yeah, this is a capacity crowd for Buddy Landel.
it is. And he's also like, now somebody here's got to give me a ride home. Who's it going to be?
If you cheer for me, that contractually obligates you to give me at least a ride home as a designated driver.
And we got to stop at Sheets. Because, I need some Slim Jims for the hotel room.
Or the Royal Farms and get some of that delicious takeout chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. This segment is brought to you by Royal Farms. Buddy Landel, like you said, taking it in, really just enjoying the adulation of his millions and millions of Landelites.
The Landelonians, I
The
believe.
Landelonians. The Landelonians. That's good. That's good. It's a Disney Plus series, The Landelonian.
Yeah. It's canon, so you got to watch it.
And much like the Sarlacc pit, Buddy Landel is having a lot of trouble being digested by this
1,000
capacity
years
crowd.
of success.
Trying to smash as many Rockwell and Huge references into one match as humanly possible. We are going to shoehorn him in here tonight, folks.
Now, is it true? I've always wondered, is Buddy Landel and Dutch Mantel, are they related?
Not even a little bit, but their names do sound somewhat similar, so you have to imagine that their paths have crossed at some point.
Okay.
I don't know why that reasoning came to me, but it did.
I mean, it was an answer. That's why I asked the question, so I'll take it.
Kurt, again, I have to ask the reasoning and the logic behind Piper taking a match this close to his title match coming up with Terry Funk.
I've pushed through. I'm no longer questioning it. What I really think is happening is the guy just loves wrestling.
Yeah.
You can see it by the way he wears the TFTB merch down to the ring every week.
True.
The guy just wants to be in it. Whether or not he wins it, that's somebody else's problem,
And
namely his.
And let's be honest, when you are offered a match with the Nature Boy, Buddy Landel, what are you going to do? You're going to turn that down?
You're not going to turn it down.
No, not
You're not going to turn it down any more than when Buddy Landel says, hey, I need a ride to the bus station.
And by a bus station, I mean I need you to drop me off at a place where I could sleep tonight and not be bothered too much.
Because your grandma won't return my calls anymore. Now, the other reason might be even
Grandma?
if he loses, he might think, hey, I'm going to learn a thing or two from the Nature Boy that I could use in my title shot.
Hold on, I'm being told something in my earpiece. I have been told that if Nature Boy Buddy Landel does win tonight's match, he in no way, shape, or form gets to insert himself into the SummerPlex main event. He will, though, earn himself a place on the card if he does happen to pull out a win.
Well, the stakes are there, and I can tell you this much: he's already won the boots match.
The boots match?
Because those boots are the best boots we've seen tonight.
Oh, well, look at that. A Huracan run by from haven't seen Buddy Landel. I'm fairly certain he was in prominence during a time that move had not been invented yet.
He said he's been training for these matches with Lita, which I thought was an interesting choice, but he's apparently learned a thing or two.
When you Sideshow Bob. Now, so thanks for coming back, or thanks for sticking with us through the commercial break. That was an inopportune time to take a break, but we had to do it, Kurt. We had to pay the sponsors.
It's the last match of the night. They paid for primetime programming. They got to get it.
That break was, of course, brought to you by the Trog vending machine. Yeah, or those cookies ads if we got that done in time.
I don't have a monitor. I don't have an earpiece. I don't even have a cut sheet. So whatever the ad was, I don't have a clue. But I'm sure it was a product worth buying, whatever it was.
Thanks for the bumps.com.
Especially if it was that.
Now, Piper definitely showing that he is the kind of person who should be in line for a title shot. I think that's for certain. He's sort of making mincemeat out of Buddy Landel at the moment.
Yeah, I think Buddy Landel maybe too focused on how the heck he's going to get home and not enough on the match because he is getting land-handled. Well, you know what I'm saying?
That is a good one. And I think part of it, too, is that Landel wondering how he fits into the grand scheme of the Trog Booker T war, wondering whose side is he on now that Balor has switched sides over to the demon side. So where does Buddy fit in now?
Well, that's something I think we could all relate to. Where do I fit in? What's my role? What's my piece?
I mean, I'll tell you what. Just because of based on the size of limitations of the game itself, there's no more room than enough for. There's only room for 4 people in an alliance. Okay, Kurt.
I hear you. They say when the stable is full, the dead will walk the earth. And we are seeing that tonight.
So I'm sorry, buddy. There's just not enough room for you. The sprites have had enough.
They've had enough. Meanwhile, we're back outside the ring. Buddy Landeling hard on his neck, thanks to a superplex leg sweep from Roddy Piper.
Expertly called as always. I think there have been times that you have been accused of being an encyclopedia of misinformation, and I will just say yes.
That is just people who haven't done their research. My research is impeccable.
Now you could see where the mutton chops would have helped Landel there if he had them.
They not only would they have protected his face, they probably would have repelled the punch.
Piper just straight up punched him in the face.
He's had enough, I think. I cannot believe it. I thought we were ready to go. Hit the showers, folks.
He's just like, fuck this. We're ending this match now. All right, now we're taking it home.
You got to wonder if Landel might have said something under his breath there.
I think so.
Piper took exception to. Because that was just,
he was not happy.
And yet Piper cannot finish him off.
Yeah. Oh, here's the sleeper hold. This has got to be it, right? Man, especially after that punch to the face. Landel can't have much left in him, can he?
I mean, he's flailing around like a manatee on dry land.
He still has some left. I have to give it to Landel. I have to give it to him. Maybe he does deserve a shot on SummerPlex.
It's about who wants it more. And
look at this, going for the pin.
Oh,
Didn't even get a count on one.
That was, now he's just attacking the ring. That's uncalled for.
I'm gonna have to say, look at this, choking the shit out of Piper. He came to play. Landel is not gonna go down without a fight tonight.
I think maybe he switched tactics from trying to win to just scorching the earth here.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a demon, you can't be worried about wins or losses. Trog taught us that.
That's beautiful.
And that's what Trog tells us on the reg is
that's
he doesn't care about wins or losses. It's all about doing evil.
Well, he doesn't care about wins and losses because all he's got is losses piling up.
Hasn't been going well for Trog. Can't imagine that the pay-per-view match is going to be any different. Oh, big knee drop by Buddy Landel. Buddy now going outside the ring. I think it was in an effort to meet Piper halfway.
This crowd is going wild. They're not going to
feet. Reversal by Roddy Piper, showing that even outside the ring, he's still the king of the outside of the ring.
And the Junior Varsity Jamboree competitors have shown up, and maybe the dribbling drills they're doing out in the hallways of the arena are contributing to some of the distraction Landel is feeling right now.
I do notice that little girl who was in the corner off there giving Booker T shit has been removed.
She has been thrown out without a refund.
You can't get that drunk at a show, lady.
No.
I'm sorry.
You've got to keep it together.
You got to maintain. Obviously replaced with some more polite people, although that gentleman in the gray T-shirt seems to be very disappointed. But now he's excited, so maybe he's having a Manic episode.
Yeah, I think
a Manic episode on Manic Monday, Kurt.
You know what? You got it. You called your shot.
Oh, look at this. Buddy Landel showing a little bit of fire. I think he's got, look at this. Oh, big leg sweep.
The leg sweep coming out of the heel catch. That's a rare combination.
Buddy Landel going for the pin. This ref is ridiculous with these slow counts, but at least he's consistent with the slow counts.
Yeah, it's like if you have a shitty umpire, at least everyone's dealing with the same shitty results.
That's true.
Whoa.
Big back body drop by Buddy Landel. I don't know why I keep calling him Buddy Landel. Buddy.
I mean, when you have a chance to say big back body drop by Buddy Landel, you got to take it because that's
it's fun to roll right around in your mouth. Big back body drop by Buddy Landel. That's fun to say. Look at that. Another big clothesline by Buddy Landel, bopping Piper around like a big old bag of pork chops. I don't know what that means.
A near fall. Yeah, we all enjoy a bag of pork chops from time to time.
Landel.
I knew what you meant.
Landel obviously frustrated. He's setting Piper up for something big here. I don't know if I know Buddy Landel's finishing move off the top of my head, but reversal by Roddy Piper, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Piper, it looks like he might be setting him up for the sleeper hold.
Piper's getting his third wind.
Yeah, I think this might be it. This is why he is the title contender. This is why he's number one. This is bad news. This is bad news for Buddy. Look at him flailing around. It's over, folks. It's over. The number 1 contender with another big win.
I mean, he went to sleep
But-
as if he had swallowed a bottle
Oh,
of Ambien.
no, look
Oh,
at this.
my God.
Funk!
Funk is not wasting any time.
Oh, Excedrin headache number 53, folks. That's all for this week.
We will see you
We'll
at
see
the
you at SummerPlex.
23.
We were ready to believe
You.
you.